clever response to that. I...
I'm upset, frankly. I feel
Sorry,
disrespected.
Corey.
Okay, we're
Here.
finally ready. Um, get everything working. Yeah,
Yeah, it's working. I can hear it, so
sick.
we're good.
Okay. All right, so welcome to Podchack March Madness 2021 edition. We're here with the final four of our bracket. I do want to go through some of the earlier stuff first, though. Um, I feel like I have some explaining to do as far as the seating
Yeah, you
goes.
do.
So I'll start with the seating. It wasn't it kind of looks random, but it's not random. It might as well have been, but what I did was I had seating based on what order you entered them in, or if I asked you what order you wanted your picks to be. That was the first priority. And the second priority was like a bunch of I got a bunch of review scores and averaged them out and then seeded them that way. And so yeah, it looks totally random, but it's a combination of review scores and personal preference, because I figured like this medium in particular is like ultra subjective. We feel like some albums are better than others, even if reviewers don't agree. So I wanted to get people to do. I wanted to have their order first, how they felt about the best and worst albums that they had submitted. So
Tron Legacy soundtrack was better than Discovery.
That is wrong.
that's honestly not true, but uh,
Oh, we're already into it.
In my opinion, we should have all four Billy Joel albums in the final.
Billy
that
Joel
is
should
River
not
of
upsetting.
even have
Dreams was
been here.
River of Dreams is
River
like the
of
worst
Dreams
one.
should have won. Oh no! Oh,
No, that
River of Dreams.
it's the
This
it's a
song
inferior
is my
now.
favorite Billy Joel song on the planet.
Are you dead ass?
Yeah, I know.
It's a
I'm
really good
totally
song.
serious.
Your
I'm
River
totally
of Dreams
like,
is your
it's-
favorite one.
I will admit it is not his best song, but it is my
It's
favorite.
at least
Thomas, I
no
didn't really
song
have
I
any
have
opinion
more-
about you, but like, man, that's whew, that's that.
There is no
Okay.
song I have more fun listening to than River of Dreams. I won't say it's a good song. It's just my favorite Billy Joel song.
The whole album.
What's his
though,
best?
what's
Oh
his-
man, his best. Like, if I were to think about it, his best is a tie probably between Vienna and Piano Man for me. I really like
Ye-
Vienna. Vienna's a great song.
Vienna's an interesting thing.
I really
Vienna
like
is
Vienna.
good, but the correct answer is sleeping with the television on. Because no one knows it, but it's like the best one, I swear.
Deep cuts.
But
I didn't
going
get the
back, Punk,
appeal.
I think. What?
What?
The appeal of what?
I didn't get
You
the
said
appeal of the
you didn't get the
Billy
appeal
Joel
of
album.
what?
I listened to River of Dreams, and I didn't.
The album's not that great.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah, the
like
album's
it.
not that great. It's just the song that I really dig.
Mm.
I think it's a fun song. I
agree.
think it's one of the more underappreciated for what it is by him. Like, it's pretty good. I don't know. Like, it is a
I
goofy
think-
goofy song. Like, given the rest of his music.
What was the
I
other
think
one?
it's
The
the other.
Stranger.
The
Stranger's a
yeah.
pretty good album.
Yeah.
Stranger.
put that
I
on
think the
there.
Stranger like is just it's all hits on that album. I feel like.
That one I didn't listen to.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, that's. I'd say that's his best album.
Stranger's much better than River of Dreams.
Which one made it
Oh yeah.
further?
I
No,
agree.
I agree.
Where's the stranger?
Album cover alone.
Oh, they
Billy
both
Joel
lost
just
at the
chilling there with
same
his weird
round.
mask.
The Stranger lost to
Unfortunate.
Igor.
Stranger was close though.
Yeah.
Justified.
I mean, both of the times Billy Joel lost was really close.
What did River of Dreams lose to?
Oscar
Oh,
Peterson.
the Oscar Peterson trio.
Yeah.
I
That's a
literally know
surprise.
what that is.
Oscar Peterson sleeper pick.
I liked that album.
I didn't
Yeah,
think
I
it would
picked
make
that
it
album.
that far. Yeah.
I didn't think, bro. You put fucking Daft Punk up against MF Doom. That was like the one that I wanted to like I thought was gonna go to the distance, but you had to put it up against Daft Punk. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck?
That was two like ace seeds right there, A tier,
There are a lot of
right off the gate.
there were a lot of A tier picks in here. Those were two of them. It was unfortunate that they. I mean, the worst result of the seeding, I think, was two of Tyler's picks being put against each other. I didn't notice that until he said it in the chat.
It's so funny though.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Tyler picked The Glow Part 2 by The Microphones and Section 80 by Kendrick Lamar. And they went up against each other in the first round. So
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
rip Tyler, I guess. But it's okay because The Dark Side of the Moon corrects all imperfections, apparently, in the bracket. Just destroyed everything. Except for Discovery.
Got close with Daft
I was
Punk.
worried about.
Yeah.
I
It
saw
was
all the Pink Floyd Rising.
Oh my god,
and
Matt's
it was,
here.
It wasn't. You had to stop for that.
Matt Johnson.
That's right.
I didn't even notice you were here.
Jace told me there was a thing going on.
Yeah. Oh,
See.
yeah, well,
I got the notification on YouTube. I was like, oh, I'm gonna. And YouTube isn't working, so.
Yeah. I don't know what was up with YouTube, but Twitch is working, so.
Yeah, I decided to join the actual thing instead of watching it on YouTube. So.
Let's go. We can get Matt's music opinions. Isn't did you put
Also,
No,
Dan,
that's not very good.
what's up with Dan?
Sorry.
what?
oh, I was gonna say I'm not actually legitimately saying that Tron Legacy should have beaten Discovery. I do think Discovery's better.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, that's good.
yeah, I have nostalgia for it, but I understand that
Yeah,
Discovery's a
I
lot
like the
better.
Tron Legacy, but it's kind of like night and day. It's because Discovery's like their best album. Maybe Tron's kind of like possibly
Yeah, Discovery is like hit after hit.
Tron has some good
Yeah.
stuff for sure, but like Discovery is
It-
just on a higher shelf, I think.
I
Yeah,
but it
it's
is
just kind
yeah.
of unmatched.
Yeah.
So like all the other albums, which isn't that many actually.
Matt, were you the one that put Favorite Worst Nightmare? I know you liked that album.
Hell yeah.
That was
I'm
your
big.
pick.
I'm a big Monkeys fan.
Matt likes
Yeah,
Monkeys.
honestly,
Really?
I was
Gorillas,
pretty
huh?
surprised they made it that far.
Yeah,
You know.
beat out
Me too.
Fleetwood Mac and The Wall. That I did not think it would beat The Wall.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but
I'm surprised they beat Fleetwood Rumors. That's
Yeah,
a pretty good album that everybody likes.
yeah.
that one's
true.
another
It's
classic.
got the one song from the Dishonored 2 trailer. That's the one thing I remember from that.
I think.
Yeah, they have a lot of songs and movies and stuff.
Let's see. So the Pink Floyd stuff, like Dark Side of the Moon made it, but the other two got axed in like the same round, and I think that's when somebody said, "Oh, can't wait to have Pink Floyd for the 3 out of 4," and we got
And yeah.
voters got Pink Floyd fatigue.
I got a little nervous.
I was really worried it was gonna be just Pink Floyd.
James, did
Oh,
you put
go ahead.
all of the Pink Floyd albums?
I just put 3. Yeah, I like Pink Floyd a lot.
I saw them on the bracket. and I was like, I
mean,
think
they're a
James put
good
all
band.
of those.
Yeah, I did. I got a little nervous when I went against Donkey Kong. I'm not gonna lie, but
See,
I was hoping that
what
like
the heck?
people were gonna meme it and just bring Donkey Kong to win the bracket.
see,
That's what I was gonna hope would happen.
I listened to the first hour of that Donkey Kong soundtrack. Really good. Not gonna lie. Like,
Hour? How long is this
it's
soundtrack?
4 hours.
Holy shit!
Very
It's
long.
4
Wow.
hours of monkey
Oh my
music,
God.
and it's good
I
music.
actually skipped around the songs. It's actually not bad.
Yeah,
but-
it's pretty good.
Could I like
Wow.
use it to study? Could I just like plug
Oh
in the
yeah,
Donkey
oh
Kong
yeah.
soundtrack and study
Dude,
to it?
aquatic ambiance, yeah.
Then why is it not higher in the bracket? We need to redo the bracket and put Donkey
Yeah,
Kong
can we
up
rewind
to the winning
March then?
spot.
The
Let's
final
just
should have
restart
been
March.
monkey versus monkey.
March Monkey
Yeah.
Madness. Let's just do
Yeah.
only the Donkey
March
Kong
Mon-
Country soundtracks.
Only Donkey Kong.
I will pay the people to vote for Donkey Kong Country.
You know, clearly you don't even have to pay them if it was 11-9 on
That's
Watch
true.
2.
Yeah. Very close. Viva La Vida? I need help understanding the Viva La Vida. Why is Viva La Vida this far?
It's a
Who
good
voted for Viva La Vida?
Is it?
Viva La Vida's
I
top
voted
4.
for it for like the first couple, but then when it came to Bowie, I voted for Bowie.
Who picked it?
Who picked it? I think Jude did. Jude put Viva La Vida.
Jude did.
Jude Pasternak.
Yes, the
Why
Smash
is he-
player,
Why is he in this bracket?
because he likes
Oh,
music.
I feel so bad that Rush was like kicked out. Like,
Rush got
so
destroyed.
Who
Destroyed.
Rush?
Actually, I think I was the
I
only
think that was a
person who
Jude
voted
pick.
for it.
I'm gonna
Dude.
assume so.
I
voted for Rush too. I think.
all power to Rush, man, but like I think that they might be my least favorite band. I
Period.
really don't like the guy's voice. I really don't like his voice for some reason.
Only one person voted for Rush, so Jason, Matt, one of you was like,
Look, dog,
lying.
I'm pretty sure I was voting for it, but at the
What did
same
it go-
time,
What did Rush go up against?
Wish you were here.
I've actually I voted for that. Then.
yeah, I think I was
I'm
the
gonna
one
be fake as shit.
for
There was a
Rush.
second Rush album, but it also got pretty much destroyed. Where was that?
I
Oh,
think it was in
Rush went up
somewhere.
against Currents by Tame Impala and lost 22-4. So another
Oh,
decisive
Tame Impala, you're
victory.
talking
Tame Impala just destroying as well. I
Yeah,
thought
wow, that one. Oh, it was. Yeah. Tame Impala was kind of. Wait, what is it? Tame Impala.
Group D.
Oh yeah, it just stopped the whole way. Sorry.
Yeah. I didn't I thought it would be closer with Igor, cuz I know Igor's very popular. It's more of a modern classic. And Currents is probably near that status too, but I thought it was more like it was in that age where it's like, okay, we're kind of tired of this album, and then like in a couple years or whatever it'll start coming back. Cuz it's like 6 years old or something.
It's 6 years old now. It's 2015.
Yeah, so I thought it was leaving the zeitgeist, and I thought Igor would take it, but no, people like Tame Impala, and you know what? I'm okay with that because I like Tame Impala.
I listened to it for the first time about 5 hours ago, and it was really good. I was pleasantly surprised. I'm really out of the loop apparently because I had never listened to Igor or anything, but yeah, I mean I think that it's justified in how well it did. I didn't think it would do this well.
I mean, I will take it. Yeah, I think it's I don't know, something about the production on it is like just sucks you in, I think.
It's very echoey.
It's psychedelic, dude. Lots of reverb and delay. Also, In the Court of the Crimson King. I've never heard of this album before.
yeah, neither have I. Thought that was pretty funny.
I only
Yeah,
knew
like,
about
beat
it
out El
because of the
Camino.
JoJo stand. That's literally the only way.
Yeah, it is named after JoJo's name. Or JoJo's name, yeah.
There's what is it? Is there like a song in JoJo, or is it like a?
No,
reference?
there's
No.
like the enemies have stands and whatnot, and some of the enemy stands and whatnot will have music titles and bands
Yeah, most of them are.
as their
Oh.
names.
Yeah, most of them are bands.
Yeah, one of them is
artists.
King Crimson.
Yeah.
So what's
They also
this,
have
what's this
Red
writing
Hot
off?
Chili Peppers, I think, at some point.
Oh, that's dope. No Red Hot
I
Chili
think
Peppers.
I think it might have been.
Yeah, you know what? I'm surprised too. I thought there'd be like at least one album from Red Hot Chili Peppers. You know?
There's a lot of
I was
rock
thinking
bands
about
missing.
it, but
Like we got
Yeah.
Pink Floyd, we got Fleetwood Mac, but we don't have Red Hot Chili Peppers. We don't have like any of the, I don't know if anybody likes Van Halen or Aerosmith or Foo Fighters or like
No,
none.
no
There's no-
Imagine Dragons.
there's
no
Thank
Imagine
God.
Dragons.
Devastated.
no,
No
Beatles
Imagine
surprised
Dragons
me,
song.
Yeah, but that's okay because we got the
You know,
Black
I-
Keys.
This isn't rock, but I thought someone was gonna put Joji. They were gonna put the most recent one.
True.
by
Oh
Joji.
yeah, there wasn't a Joji.
I was gonna put it, and then I thought someone else was gonna put it, so I put "Mind the Moon" by Milky Chance instead, and that got destroyed. So
I mean, I like Joji, but I don't think like he's my top 3 albums out of everything.
no, I mean I don't think so either. But it would have been more interesting to see. I think.
Yeah, that's true. I thought somebody was put him too.
That would have been good.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm looking through Spotify at like a bunch of rock bands like Def Leppard and Aerosmith, and it kind of seems like the consensus is that like they have like one or two particularly good songs on like spread across like 10 albums. So the whole albums don't seem to hold as much water.
It's more about the singles.
Yeah, I think you have to kind of be yeah.
Look,
And it kind of seemed to be the same with Joji.
Well, Nectar was
no-
pretty
Sort of
good.
true.
If any album from Joji would have gone up here, I would have picked Nectar.
Yeah.
Well, he only has 2, so yeah.
You could
That's the better one.
You
Out
could
of-
also
out of
put
all of
In
his
Tongues.
various albums.
you could put In Tongues if you wanted.
And then like Chloe Burbank and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chloe Burbank's a
There was,
little weird. It's not like fully formed.
Sleeping on the Pink Guy album.
That's true.
No Pink Guy.
Dan Schneider is unmatched, and I think would have taken it in Alpha
Yes.
singles.
There was like there's no Nirvana or Led Zeppelin, which I was kind of surprised about.
Yeah. No Nirvana. No
Like, there's no
Beatles.
bigger names.
No one gives a
And
shit
no
about
Beatles.
rock anymore. Just no one cares. There, I said it.
Well,
Someone needed
Most
to
of
say
us are
it.
white, so we kind of do.
Some of us care
That
about
was
rock.
one of my albums. How about that?
I like rock. In fact, I put 3 rock albums on here.
You did.
I did.
There's some rock bands in here. It's just not. Most of them aren't like the classics you would consider.
True.
More contemporary, most of them. And then Pink Floyd.
I was surprised El Camino didn't get farther.
Yeah, I guess JoJo overpowered El Camino. Or maybe it was the album cover, because that one had the craziest cover in my opinion. The painting of the face that was just like screaming or something.
Oh, yeah.
That one was weird. But yeah, I thought I liked El Camino. I probably would have, if I had like the hand to just like put it somewhere, I probably would have put it up against like the where Oscar Peterson is, and it probably would have lost to something at that point. But it's a good one. Kanye's in here. How many Kanye albums are there? There's 2.
There were 3.
There are 3.
Oh
yeah,
'cause
Ye's in
Andrew
here.
said he put 3. Put
Yeah.
3 Kanye albums in there.
Was that?
Yeah, I put My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but I thought that would beat whatever it lost. Fleetwood, I guess.
Yeah. I thought I listened to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and it was. I don't think Kanye's my thing, but I respect. It was a decent album. It wasn't for me, but.
I just like how it's like a good just rap and rock fusion. That it's like he
Yeah,
really like genre broke everything.
it's supposed to. Well, I guess it's more controversial nowadays. I thought it was considered like a classic rap album.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, it was because it came like right after the whole Taylor Swift thing, so it's kind of like this redemption album.
Oh, I didn't realize that's when it came out.
Yeah.
Which album is this?
My Beautiful Dark Twisted
Uh,
Fantasy from
Mm.
Kanye. Um,
I know one of the
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Is that what that? I haven't listened to the album. Is he talking about Taylor Swift?
it came out
Yeah.
after Taylor. Was there stuff talking about Taylor Swift in particular?
Didn't he mention her in some of his
Yeah.
songs or something?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not all by name, but like there's definitely like references to it.
Yeah.
Because like everybody like fucking hated him at that point.
That beef was so weird. That just made no sense.
Made that bitch famous.
That wasn't in
Yeah,
that
that was
album.
that. Was that not in that album?
That
I
was
don't think so.
Life of Pablo.
It was Life of Pablo. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Life of Pablo's in here, but Viva La Vida is just taking names. Viva La Vida over Life of Pablo, over Wish You Were Here, over David
Over
Bowie.
Songs in the Key of Life.
Oh yeah, true.
Viva La Vida gonna win it all.
We
Should we just shut it down right now and call Viva La Vida the winner? Just
you know what? Coldplay, they're too good. The gods of the music industry. Just hand it over.
My guess is that Coldplay got a copy of the links to these voting things and then went and voted for Viva La Vida.
They send it out to like their fans in a newsletter or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then it got 13 votes, and they were like, "Damn, I can't believe we got that many people to vote."
Let's go. Final Four, baby. There's some other, notable picks. My Chemical Romance was in here. Which was a Joe pick, if anybody was wondering.
Yeah, I don't get.
Really?
I didn't
Yeah, that was
see that
Joe.
as a Joe pick.
Neither did I.
It's definitely better than AJR. I don't know how that one. I guess people like AJR.
There were actually two people who suggested that same album. I don't know. I thought it was bad. Like when I was getting the scores, like the reviews
I
were
like
bad.
AJR. I didn't put it, but Neo Theater is a good album, I will say. I still think I should have put an Imagine Dragons album in there just for the last, see how far it would get.
Imagine Dragons would get destroyed. IMO.
See, you think that, but here, Viva
Yeah, here's Viva. Here's Viva La Vida.
See, you think you know how things are gonna go, but
Igor over Radiohead. OK Computer's another like mega classic, but I think Igor's is more recent in people's heads. I don't know if it's better. The reviews for OK Computer were like really good, but I have not listened to it. But yeah, I don't know if there's any other like crazy things out here.
Gawk by Wunderbar. That made it all the way to the semifinals.
What is that? I've never heard of them before.
I don't know, but it beat out a bunch of stuff and then got destroyed by Tame Impala.
It beat out Lil Uzi, and I didn't think that would happen, but here we are. I think two people suggested Lil Uzi as well, so I totally thought it would make it out the first round. Those two people were Andrew and Nick, by the way.
Cole.
Nick Cole, yeah. Strange music
Interesting.
taste.
I
But
wouldn't expect that from Nick Cole, at least.
me neither. I thought I'd get like 40s throwbacks or something, like Fallout music for his
Yeah.
picks.
Fallout
Uh,
soundtrack.
yeah. I mean, you could have. Well, there's a lot of licensed music. I don't know if I would have accepted that, but yeah. And yeah, Donkey Kong was the only game soundtrack, and Tron was the only movie soundtrack.
There's The Greatest Showman.
That's true.
Oh,
that was
true.
the
So
greatest.
true.
Is
I'm
that a?
surprised nobody put a comedy album. That would have been an
Yeah.
interesting
That'd be
wrench to throw into something.
Yeah.
Like Eddie Murphy against Tame Impala.
I should have put in a podcast.
I don't know if that would count. But I might have thrown it in just to see. Just put in like the Joe Rogan podcast up against
Yeah.
and then it goes up against OK Computer. Two thoughtful albums. What would happen?
The winner. It's a simple winner.
Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan versus Arctic Monkeys versus Donkey Kong.
The real finals.
The real finals. All right, so let's step into the final four if my page will load. I think the first one is the Dark Side of the Moon versus Currents. Anyone have any immediate reactions?
Currents.
Just Currents.
Yeah, that's it. It's my
Is that
pick.
all you have to say?
So
Alright. Dark Side of the Moon.
Dark Side of the
Debate.
Moon. So I listened to both before this before we started. And I'm biased because Currents is an album that I grew up with and listened to all the time. And the first time I listened to Dark Side of the Moon was like 2 days ago. And I think everyone knows the like reception of Dark Side of the Moon. Like it's a classic 10 out of 10. Everyone knows that it's one of the best albums of all time or whatever.
Okay, yeah. I do feel like it's a little overrated.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
It's still like good. It's still like a good album though.
It's definitely good. The public.
Yeah, just because it's overrated doesn't mean it's bad.
True.
It just, yeah. Make it clear.
Like the public reception of Dark Side of the Moon is like the hype around it is like crazy, but it's not. I don't know. It's not as good as that in my opinion. It's a little overblown. It's still great, but I still had problems with it too. It's not perfect.
My only exposure to that album is Blart Side of the Mall.
Yeah. That's the best exposure you can get.
Can you explain Blart Side of the Mall real quick?
Blart Side of the Mall is where a couple of guys, pretty sure they have to watch Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 every year. And in order to make it interesting, one of them synced up Dark Side of the Moon while listening to while watching the movie, and for some reason everything synced up and with the narrative that was going on in the story, and like he had a religious experience while watching it. It's a very good video.
It like lines up like scarily well. You should all watch the video.
This man transcended.
I think that I'm on the other side of the coin that Corey's like on, where I listened to Tame Impala like today, and I thought it was really good. And I think that I agree that like Dark Side is way overrated, and it's hard to like like it's hard because like we've had 50 years to talk about how good it is. So like, of course, we've all had enough about it of it, and Tim Paul is uh, like having it fresh is a good thing. The thing that made, I mean, in addition to my just obvious bias because I picked Dark Side, was that I felt like I could more easily pick out the songs in Dark Side, and it had like a little bit more like uniqueness for me.
Uniqueness in terms of like
but
compared to other albums or artists, or like in terms of like other songs in the album.
I guess both. I think that like from, I mean, it's not true for all songs on Dark Side like at all, but for Tame Impala especially, I feel as though I've heard a lot of music in that genre that sounds pretty similar to Currents, but I haven't heard a lot of rock that sounds too similar to Dark Side. I mean, obviously, I have heard like similar things, but Dark Side distances itself a little bit more. I think that Tame Impala has the edge of just curating a lot of really good songs in that sound into one album, and Dark Side has the edge of just doing a bunch of weird stuff on one album. So it just, for me, I think it just boils down to that preference.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Money is such a good song.
Yeah,
That's
it's a good album to fall asleep to until Time, and then all the alarm clocks go off on the album.
Oh yeah, it just wakes you up.
I thought the flow of
My
Dark Side
favorite
was.
is Brain.
I thought Brain Damage was a good song.
Brain Damage is one of my favorites on there. Yeah.
I thought the flow of Dark Side was incredible. Like, I actually, if I just put my phone down and just listen, like I went on a walk or something, I couldn't tell, like, when one song went to the other. But if you were in the middle of something, you could tell that they were different. So the transitions were really good, and it was a very smooth ride from beginning to end. And Currents is a little more segmented. Not that that's a bad thing, but it does like, oh, okay,
I mean, Dark
this
Side
song's
also
ending.
loops, like the whole album loops, so that's like an easy thing to have on there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it also just I don't know. I like Dark Side also just stands out to me because that song "Great Gig in the Sky" on it is the vocals were improvised, which I think is just like a pretty neat thing. The thing where like it's the woman like screaming.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I had one main problem with Dark Side, which is that like there were segments that were like sort of similar to that improv stuff or like more experimental stuff, and I felt like they kind of dragged on a little bit. Like they were messing with the sounds and trying to get you into this different world or whatever with the music, and then it just kind of kept going. Like I feel they could have cut a little bit and still like maintain that flow of the album, because there were points definitely when I was listening where I was like, so is this song over yet? Like are we going on to another one, or no, it's going on for another 4 bars?
Do you mean the part where they like talk in the background?
Yeah,
like where there's like talking in the background and stuff. Yeah.
Like some of the songs have like really long intros and outros, and just like segments where they're just like it's mostly instrumental. They have like some background samples and stuff, which sounds good. Like I'm not saying it doesn't, but I feel like it does kind of drag a little bit. At the same time, Tame Impala has long songs.
That's been a problem with me with Pink Floyd. Like they just kind of openings and stuff like that just kind of go on and whatnot, which is unfortunate because like what I do end up hearing I enjoy, but it's also like there's so much build up to it that when I get to the ending or like get into it, I'm just like, all right, I'm already kind of want to just move on.
It's funny because looking at their top songs, like all of their top songs, the song before it is a full song of a transition into that top song of theirs. Like, like Another Brick in the Wall has like screaming right before it, and then it's the actual song.
But
which is what makes it popular. But like, yeah, Tame Impala has like the transitions are music, uh, are like actually like engaging, I guess, and they don't drag out nearly as long.
It's more stop and go in Tame Impala. You can clearly tell.
Which wastes less time.
Yeah. It does sacrifice some of that immersion. Like in the middle of a Tame Impala song, like I'm just in another universe. But when it ends, I'm brought right back. Dark Side of the Moon just goes.
Yeah. I think it's one of those where you have to like appreciate the entirety of the album instead of like, appreciating a majority of the songs and then hearing like your favorites, and then like stuff that like is your favorites, but it's not like generally a picked thing. Whereas like Dark Side is like, if you don't like it, you don't really like it, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to know what Andrew Kelly thinks on the subject.
Yeah, I do too.
Where's
Yo,
that?
what's up?
Oh shit! I thought
What's
you
up?
couldn't come.
Yeah, we were like chilling in one of our friends' rooms watching basketball, but people want to like take like naps and chill out before tonight. So now
Okay.
I'm here. I'm just watching the Oral Kansas game or Arkansas, and I'm just listening.
Oh. Well, we're
Oral's
talking
winning,
about.
by the way.
Oh shit. Sports. Basketball. Is it March Madness?
Yeah, it's Sweet 16.
Oh fuck. Virginia Tech's
That
out,
was
right?
dope. Yeah, they lost like first round or second round. I picked
Well,
them winning
shit.
first round. They disappointed me. They couldn't make
Well,
Bro, Virginia Tech could not make a shot to save their
Overtime.
life. Their field
No,
goal
we
percentage
couldn't. It
was
was
trash.
awful.
It was so bad. I was fuming watching that game. I'll shoot better than them. I'm trash. Yeah,
Sorry.
Did Loyola lose today? Sorry.
Yeah, they
Not
lost.
to derail everything. Dang.
I know. I was pissed. It was a close game, so
Sorry.
I got
We'll get
Michigan
a-
winning, so they're up tomorrow, I think.
Nice.
We'll get a better
Yeah, we'll
team
see.
for you next time, Andrew, so they won't disappoint.
Good. Corey, you should play. You're tall as hell.
Bro, you're tall. You should play basketball.
Yeah. Facts.
How many times have
No,
I
he's
heard
too
that?
busy playing tennis and
They could use some
skateboarding.
shooters. Corey could be like a point guard or shooting guard.
I have no idea how to play basketball well.
Nah.
I can dribble and shoot. That's it.
Not that hard.
apparently neither do they.
Yeah,
Well,
right. Involving the albums, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know. I was just listening.
You're just listening.
I'll probably vote for what are the two?
Dark Side of the
Tame
Moon
Impala.
and
Dark Side of the Moon.
and Currents by Tame Impala.
Yeah, I'll probably vote for Currents. If I'm being honest. How about this? What would persuade me to not vote for Currents?
He's Australian.
Australian. That's kind
Uh-oh.
of cool. I don't really know what like what are we like basing this off of? Like what should I be thinking about for my voting?
Well, usually we're thinking about what it mean like impact, I guess. The album as a whole, for sure. And if you've never
Listening
heard of
to
it,
straight.
yeah, like going straight through it.
I guess straight play through.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
it's an interesting way to look at it because that's not always how like if I'm listening to music, that's not always how I listen to music. But
That's
I will
never how
say-
listen to music.
yeah,
I feel
I mean
you
like
should
I've
vote.
listened to albums all the way through, but it's just sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I don't got the
I'm
time.
gonna
to
say it as like a
listen.
chore. I've listened to a very small amount of albums all the way through.
It's a lot easier when you're like doing something else and you just put it on.
Yeah, for sure.
That's true. That's
That's
true.
what I need to
'Cause, like-
start doing is just listening to albums as I'm doing things.
Yeah, because
Um,
I just put it on while I'm doing chores or at work or something.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm gonna start doing.
all I'm
I don't
gonna
know. I was
say,
just enjoying the conversation. I really don't have too much to say.
all I'll say is if you listen to albums on shuffle, you should leave this call right now. That's it.
I do.
Yeah, that's.
I listen to everything on shuffle.
All,
I
even the
I was-
albums.
the things
I
on
have
school
violence.
unless I'm listening to it for the
From-
first time.
Listen to it the first time. It's gotta go all the way through normally.
Yeah.
Shuffle the first time.
So I had to
That's
kick
chaotic.
Andrew.
Wow.
I didn't know you could people?
thing that somebody
Can I
left
kick
the chat
people?
after I said something, but I fucking left. I didn't even press anything. My hands were on my lap. It's like
I had to
bounced
kick
on
you, bro,
accident.
for that.
Oh, you
that
kicked
sin.
me. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Why would you do that?
You have committed
Can I
musical
kick
sin.
people? Is that a thing I have the power to do?
I don't really listen to albums. When I do, I don't listen to an album on shuffle. All right, that's stupid. All right?
Okay.
But I just listen to songs on shuffle. Like
Listen
if I'm
to
playing a game or
music is
something, I'll
fine.
just like play a
Playlists?
thing on shuffle.
Yeah,
Like
that's
this.
fine.
Or I'll just like put a song on and I'll let Spotify do its job and just play songs that are like it or that I also like. Right? Like
You know, sometimes I like the random chance. After I've listened to it all the way through in order, you know, sometimes I just like I just like not knowing what's gonna come next.
there you go.
A
Little
bit of a
segment.
randomizer run.
Yeah.
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 You could
Look for the
also
RNG.
you can also consider, like, if you don't listen to albums all the way through a lot, consider like what songs are on there that like you've heard or you know. Some albums have more of those than others, and if you've never heard any of their music, honestly, just what cover looks better. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I did. If I thought a cover looked
The
stupid,
Nicole
I didn't vote
method.
for it because I didn't want to see it again.
Dang.
Who was who's Dark Side of the Moon? Who is that?
Pink
Me.
Floyd.
No. I mean like the artist.
That's Pink Floyd.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know who they are. Yeah, I don't know who I'm gonna vote for. Honestly, I probably won't vote. I feel like my vote is not as valuable as you guys' votes because I haven't listened to these albums.
Okay.
It's gonna.
You haven't
ruin it.
listened
So we're back to an even number.
No, I haven't listened
Yeah.
to this. Yeah, I'm not gonna vote just because for a small number for stuff like this, if I don't know about it, it's just kind of like it's like spamming the queue or something.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm just listening.
why don't we go down and say our votes then? We'll start with Dan. Dan, what's your vote?
Currents.
One
Well,
for
that's
current.
unsurprising.
And Thaddeus.
I'm gonna go Dark Side of the Moon.
Okay.
No, I really like Currents.
James.
Dark Side, though, I'm pleasantly surprised with Currents. It was. I'm gonna like keep listening to it. It was really good.
Matt.
Dark Side was good, but Currents.
All right. Jace.
Currents.
We'll skip me. Tomas. Is Tomas there?
Yeah, it's currents for me. Yeah,
Okay.
currents.
All right. Currents takes it then.
Let's go.
Currents
GG to
beats.
Dark Side of the Moon. That was a really rough matchup.
Deserves it for knocking out Oscar Peterson.
That's the real musical sin.
Who put in Oscar Peterson?
I did. That was me.
Well,
It was good.
I was almost thinking about voting for Dark Side, but I haven't listened to either of the albums. So about 5 minutes before this started, I went and listened to the first song of both. And the first song of the Tame Impala album is 8 minutes, and the first song of the Dark Side album is 1 minute and 35 seconds. And I almost decided my vote just on that, but then I skipped through the Impala song and liked it, so I went with that one.
Yeah, the first song on the Dark Side album is just a heartbeat for a minute.
It's like a
This
drum
is an
beat and then
intro.
some construction noise. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I was like, what is
oh,
going
it's
on?
ambient now.
Yeah,
Yeah. Corey, what would you have picked?
I would have gone with Currents. Respect to Dark Side though, for sure. But
Yeah.
if it came down to it, I would listen to Currents more than Dark Side. Like if I were to listen to it over and over. That's just
I feel
me.
like Dark Side is like a better whole album experience, and Currents has just like better individual songs.
That
You know,
that's what ended up being like my deciding factor for it, because I think that Dark Side has the edge in that it has like a little bit more of a narrative going on. But like if you don't feel like listening to a narrative, then just listen to Currents because it's better in that way. So yeah,
Currents is like more
Yeah.
digestible.
yeah, easy.
Yes, sir. All right, and we can move on to our other match, Favorite Worst Nightmare by Arctic Monkeys versus Viva La Vida by Coldplay.
I will say I did the exact same thing for both of these albums and listened to parts of the first two songs, and I only had to listen to the first 3 seconds of the Arctic Monkeys album to decide that was the one I was going to vote for. So,
Hell
yeah.
Arctic Monkeys is just rocking all the way through. There's a couple slower songs,
They
but
really are.
it's it's crazy like how well they keep the energy up.
It's pretty consistent, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This album,
It's just
this album
banger
didn't
after
really,
banger.
this album didn't really do it for me, to be honest.
Arctic
The
Monkeys.
Arctic Monkeys one. No. It was
Yeah,
all.
I
It was
mean,
all.
I feel like
I felt like it was all like consistent, but like it all sounded kind of samey. Is all.
that's definitely understandable. Like if you don't like one of the songs, then you're probably not gonna like the rest of them.
Yeah, and
No problem.
I didn't mind Arctic Monkeys. What is it? There's some song, Snap Out of It from a different album. I like that song. And yeah, and so I like the genre. It's just that like it gels into the genre for me. It didn't really feel like its own thing, I guess.
Viva La Vida has
Viva La Vida.
more variety.
Viva La Vida sounded like Viva La Vida.
Yeah, Viva La Vida is more like atmospheric soundscapes, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard to describe Viva La Vida for me, cause like Google describes Coldplay as a rock band, but like I didn't get very heavy rock vibes from Viva La Vida.
No, this is just
Rock is
Minecraft
such a
parody
stupid
album.
term for the genre.
It's like soft rock or pop
yeah.
rock,
It's
I
like
guess.
preachy. It's
It kind of gives off that energy just based on like the sounds they pick. Lots of, I mean, Viva La Vida the song is like all orchestral. It's like mostly orchestral stuff, and that will give off like a more grandiose vibe. And Viva La Vida is a fantastic song. It's a great song,
It
and there
is.
were
It's a
some
classic.
others.
Can't deny that.
really good song.
It's a really good Minecraft parody too.
True, probably the
Yeah.
one of the best Minecraft parodies, S tier Minecraft parody.
Perhaps.
Easy.
If we didn't have Viva La Vida, we wouldn't have Fallen Kingdom, so
That's
that's the win.
True.
So is it decided?
Yeah. Yep. 99-0. Viva La Vida for giving us Fallen Kingdom.
Yep.
Yeah. What did Arctic Monkeys ever give us? No Minecraft parodies.
Not Minecraft parodies,
We got,
exactly.
we got some bangers though.
No, that's true.
But they
all
weren't
bangers.
Minecraft parody bangers.
That's true.
True.
There's probably a Minecraft parody.
They're probably.
You could
yeah.
probably make one.
Yeah.
You could definitely make one. And there were some other good songs in Viva La Vida as well. Like some hits that I didn't recognize until I played it. The first song, I forget what it's called, but that one I recognized. And
Like,
that
I'm
one I
looking at the
really
album.
recognized.
Life in Technicolor.
Yeah, that one.
I think my favorite Violet Hill.
That's one of the last songs, right?
Yeah, but
That
it's
one-
definitely like one of the better songs.
Strawberry Swing stood out to me on that. Like towards the end.
Oh, I
That's
love
one of
Strawberry
the
Swing, too.
I forget what article I read. It might have been like 10 years ago or something, so it might be like crazy, but it was rated like one of the most relaxing songs, up there with the greats like Marconi Union, stuff like that.
Makes sense.
And-
Strawberry
It's
Swing.
kind of a little beautiful.
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
I really enjoyed this album. The whole thing sounded like a watercolor painting to me.
It really sounds like the cover
What?
looks.
Yeah, and when I think about the two, this one and Arctic Monkeys, I think that if I were listening to Viva La Vida, I would think, wow, I'm pretty glad that I'm listening to Viva La Vida. And if I were listening to the Arctic Monkeys one, I would think, this is good. It's just that there are other rock albums that sound like it that I enjoy more.
It's understandable.
And that's, yeah.
You should tell me what those albums are.
But like, yeah. I thought rock was dead. I thought we didn't like that.
My main issue with Viva La Vida though is that it didn't. Some of the songs sounded like kind of out of place. Like you had the orchestral pieces, the more, I guess ambient, if you want to call it that, and then there was just like pretty, honestly, pretty like mid of the road like rock songs to me, like just guitar, singing, drums, like the classic, and then they put in orchestral bangers, and I'm like, what? It's a little bit of a roller coaster ride. And it levels out towards the end for sure. But like in the middle, it was a little weird for me. And Arctic Monkeys is like rock, 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 slow it down. Rock, 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 slow it down, album
Yeah.
over.
Yeah. I mean, it
Yeah,
kind of works it though.
It does. I think I really like. I'm not sure if it's the last song, but 505, because it starts off really slow, and there's that like they flip a switch halfway through the song, and it's just all rock
Yeah.
the way through.
Just like was it like Do Me a Favor, where like it's kind of quiet and like then it gets really picks up and gets faster paced and louder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess this just kind of comes down to which sound you like more in general.
Yeah, it's not as much like which one can you listen to in a different way, or which one's better to
Yeah.
listen to like all the way through. This one's just which one do you like more?
Because Arctic Monkeys are at least in Favorite Worst Nightmare much more aggressive, and Coldplay Viva La Vida is much more like passive and
Yeah.
like serene, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Arctic Monkeys didn't start like changing it up until AM. Then they started
Yeah.
sounding different. But this is much more consistent in terms of aggressive rock. So I guess we'll just go to the vote on this one. And we'll start with Dan, if he's there. Or
Yeah, I'm here. I just didn't talk because honestly, I don't give a shit.
I was gonna
about either
say,
of these albums.
I hadn't heard a lot from Dan.
I'll go with
Yeah.
Viva La Vida because Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah, can I vote on this one?
yeah, you can vote on this one.
Let's
Well-
go.
We'll go down the list. Thaddeus.
I'm voting Favorite Worst Nightmare.
Okay. James.
Viva,
I heard V.
I like
I heard
Viva La Vida.
Matt.
The Coldplay one.
Monkeys.
Yeah, Monkey.
Monkey.
Sorry, Donkey Kong's out, man.
Ah, shit. Well, I guess
Bring
I'll
it
go
back.
Favorite Worst Nightmare then.
Jace.
Favorite Worst Nightmare.
Okay,
For the win.
Andrew.
Oh,
Viva la vida.
Ooh.
so is that a tiebreaker?
Tomas.
Wait, is it down? Am I deciding who wins
Maybe.
or no?
No.
You can abstain, and I can
maybe,
decide who
actually.
wins.
I mean, no, because I was gonna vote for Favorite Worst Nightmare.
Okay. I was also gonna vote for Arctic Monkeys, so Favorite Worst Nightmare takes it. And now we
Epic.
have our championship match. No, when compared to each other,
This feels like a no contest to me.
yeah. I I
we
love.
sang Currence's praise. It was way easier to sing Currence's praises. I thought.
I think
The sad truth is that even though I like Arctic Monkeys a lot, it's harder to try to compare, you know, favorite worst nightmare to Currents, you know.
wow. I'm much more on the line here. Like favorite worst
Yeah,
nightmare.
I'm
It's like
pretty conflicted.
what you see is kind of what you get, but like that doesn't mean it's bad, you know. Like
No, I mean I
Yeah.
it's
definitely
good.
love the album and I think it's better than Currents, but like if we compared, you know, the tiers of what these albums are in, I felt like in a more public, in a more broad sense. I feel like I'm biased, is what I'm saying. You know,
You're
and everyone else would
biased.
have it a little differently.
I mean, I guess we all are.
Yeah, we're all
an extent.
biased. That's why we're voting.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I love just putting Arctic Monkeys on and just going through it because it's a blast of energy, and I really appreciate that these days. Um, I
Yeah.
would if I were in the
I
car.
definitely feel like I could vibe with Arctic Monkeys a lot more than listening to
Yeah.
it. Like a Tame Impala feels like sitting and listening to it when like you're just trying to chill out for the night, or like you're just all alone and whatnot. But I
Tame
don't
Impala is stoned music,
know.
to put it frankly, and Arctic Monkeys is like driving in the car music.
Yeah. If I'm in the car on the highway, I'm putting Arctic Monkeys on and going like 20 above the speed limit.
100 million miles per hour.
Exactly.
And then when he goes
Like I was
in
putting,
a foreign place, you know, and he slows down, then I'm
Yeah.
like, oh. And then next song, I'm flooring it again. Fuck
That's
that.
the one where that's the part where you get gas. You time it so you get gas at the
Yeah.
slow song.
Or get pulled over.
Or
Yeah.
get yeah, you could do that.
Then you get
Then
your ticket and
officer,
speed
thank
off.
God you pulled me over. I'm at my least favorite song in the album. Just get me
Yeah.
going. 2 more
And then you
minutes,
get a
bro.
ticket.
Exactly
'cause
3 minutes and 45 seconds right there.
Yeah.
And then the cop gives you the ticket because he's like, I'm more into Currents by Tame Impala, and then he drives off.
Currents has higher peaks, I think. Some great.
It's got some like better song, like standalone songs,
Yeah.
and then like uh, favorite worst nightmare is like a more rounded, like all around good album.
Yeah. I think Favorite Worst Nightmare is a little more consistent in tone. But Currents does have some great stuff in it, and a lot of it too.
I think that Currents has a better place in like more settings than Arctic Monkeys, because like if like you guys said, like if I'm like getting ready to fight someone, I'm gonna like put on that Arctic Monkeys album and not
When have
Currents.
you
But
ever been ready to get? When have you ever been getting ready to fight someone?
well, I can come over there right now if you want me to, Tomas.
No, you're in isolation. They kick you out of school.
But yeah, I just
Fully protected.
when I think of like the times of day that I would put on Currents, or times of day that I would put on Currents, there's more than I would put on Arctic Monkeys. But I think it just gets down to preference of fast or slow music, and I like slower music as a general rule.
Yeah, I think in context of where we are right now, I enjoy Arctic Monkeys more because like life feels pretty slow for me at the moment, so I would love to just have that like put that on, go through. Whereas like 2-3 years ago, I would listen to Tame Impala like 9 times out of 10. So in a vacuum though, I guess I don't know. Tame Impala has the better cover though. Just gonna put that out there.
It's undebatable.
Oh, true.
I have to say. Because the favorite worst nightmare is just a building.
It's a building with some stuff in the windows.
Yeah, I can't really tell what's in the window. I think it's supposed to be a person or not.
No, I think it's just like colors or something.
It's abstract art, guys. Come on.
It's the rock happening of inside the building, and they're showing the outside to show that they're really.
It's because the house is the circus.
There you go.
Oh
That's
shit!
true.
Wow, I didn't
Monkeys.
realize that.
Whoa, that
Monkeys.
full circle.
Oh, you know, I never freaking realized the circus was about the monkeys.
Oh. Yeah. I think we should just get to it. It's just decision. It's
I
decide
think
time.
it needs
Oh.
to happen.
I was gonna ask if when did was this Tame Impala's first album or like the first like big one from them?
The first big album. Was that Lonerism? Or I don't know.
It's
The
the
first-
first,
You
the
mean the
first
first
one is called
album
Inner
or the-
Speaker.
Okay.
Okay, I was just curious as to like if they had like a big enough fan base because it's like, in my opinion, like I'm all down for long ass songs. I do not give a shit, but judging these and not having listened to them, having an 8-minute song right off the bat, and like what I do know of it, I just remember as it being kind of repetitive. Not that I don't like it; it's just that it is repetitive, and going blind into it, I don't know if I would choose Currents because of that. I don't know.
Well, the track length is definitely like intimidating.
Yeah.
But I feel like Let It Happen is definitely a justifiable track length just because it like, goes into different versions and like basically like different songs
Gotcha.
in it.
For the people who have listened
Progressive.
to
Music.
for the people who have listened to Currents, I'm wondering if you guys noticed in the first song, I noticed like a moment where it's like, okay, like there's like a switch moment in the song where it feels like something, like they switch it up and now you're sort of
The beat switch.
fully immersed. Yeah, the beat switch is like the moment when you go
The
from
beat
listening
switch,
to a Tame Impala to like being in the record, if that makes sense. You're sort of in that world at that point. Sucked in. I think the beat switch does that for me.
Okay.
All right, let's get to the vote. Just get it over with. Pull the Band-Aid off. We'll start with Dan.
Currents.
Boom, 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 boom.
Thank you.
Thaddeus?
I'm gonna go favorite worst nightmare just because that I like grew up with that album more.
Fair enough. James?
Holds a closer spot in my heart.
Hello?
Currents? Currents.
Oh, okay, you cut out. All right, I got you.
Oh, sorry.
Matt?
Monkeys.
He said monkeys? Jace?
Fucking. I don't know. Other than the first song, I really like Currents, so I think I'm gonna go with Currents. I think I can sit through 8 minutes to get to some absolute bangers.
Okay. Andrew, are you voting?
I'm gonna sit out for this one. I don't know enough
Okay.
to vote.
Tomas?
I like your comparison of like Tame Impala being like the slow jams and Arctic Monkeys being like in the fast lane, and I like to live my life in the fast lane, so I think I'm gonna go Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Do we
And
tie?
this is where the
We're at
tiebreaker
3-3.
has to happen.
Should I
It really
ask?
has
Should I
to
ask
happen.
Alexa?
I think we should.
Oh
call
shoot! It
in
went
a
off.
vote.
Stop.
Andrew. I want
What's up?
let you know, like, if have you ever been in like Nick Chuny's car?
Yeah.
You've definitely heard Currents then.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an ambulance outside my room.
Uh-oh.
They're
Oh,
going crazy over here.
You should make sure they're safe.
I will.
Thank you.
I thought Corey was tie breaking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna mute again.
Hmm. I really like Arctic Monkeys right now. But I think Currents has more longevity. Something that I grew up with, I still listen to, and I'm sure I'll listen to Arctic Monkeys for a while too. But I think Tame Impala has more staying power for me, so I'm gonna go with Currents. And there you go. Currents by Tame Impala,
I also would have voted for that.
the official Podchack trademark best album of all time, copyright or whatever I put it in the form.
All right, I kind of did see this one coming though.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, I feel like because like overall, we all kind of like Tame Impala.
Yeah.
Like the one thing that like the circle thing,
It's a very popular
the overlapping
among our
circle.
group.
Okay,
true.
okay. I have a question.
Yeah.
Who here didn't vote for the Kanye album? I'm
There's
still-
like a bunch of them. It's
there's
Yeah,
to
which
say
ones?
Oh
the-
no, not ye. It was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
I
Who voted
voted for that.
I'm pissed still.
Yeah, that was my pick too. Like, why didn't you guys vote for it?
What guys?
It was
oh,
I'm
Viva
gonna murder
Viva
you.
La
such a
Vida.
good album. It's better than Viva La Vida. I'm just-
I think it could have gotten Final Four.
You know, I think it was interesting.
Definitely.
Me too.
Didn't one of those songs?
All of these people sucking Anthony Fantano's dick.
I don't watch any of his videos.
It's definitely higher than a 6.
It's a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's a 6 out of 10.
who is technically the winner? Who chose Tame Impala?
Oh,
For
who
her.
chose it?
Nick
Yeah.
Cole, right?
Nick
Nick
Cole
Cole.
did.
Yeah.
Really? No
Swooped
shot,
in.
Nick.
Fuck.
All right, guys,
he
we
did.
gotta
He
switch
did,
it.
he
We
did.
gotta-
knew-
I'm changing my
I know
vote.
for a fact he picked it because he knew it would win. That's the only reason.
That's funny.
When I sent out the first application form, it was like midnight or something, and he wasn't online.
yeah, Nick
and he
picked-
swooped
Nick
on.
voted
Yeah,
like
yeah, and it was
immediately.
immediately.
Yeah. He
Nick
swooped
voted
in.
while we were still talking about it.
Yeah. And
Corey, weren't you gonna put that, and then you were like, "Oh, I can't," or
I
something?
was.
Yeah, someone the...
I waited too long. Nick stole it
Oh,
from me.
Nick beat you to the draw.
He did. He
Waited
did.
for 5 minutes. You did not wait too long.
You think he literally just picked it just because he knew that would be the winner?
Yeah,
Girlfriend
yeah.
probably listens
You
to
know,
it.
Possible.
he
Absolutely.
put a couple of those songs in his top 10 splitters when I made that whole thing too. So I know he
Really?
likes the album,
That's interesting.
Oh,
But-
I like that.
but at the
song,
same time, it's
the less
Nick
I know,
Cole.
the
So
better. I heard
whatever what's it called? Whatever underlying motives
He
he
wouldn't
has,
have picked
we'll
it because
never
he
know.
think it would win. Nick doesn't care about this enough.
No, that's
He
true.
just picked it because he likes the album.
That's
But
funny.
it's
I would-
funny.
I would
to,
like to
it's funny
thank-
to consider.
That is really funny.
I want to thank people for voting David Bowie close to being one of the top 5.
Huh,
to
thank
get
people
in.
for
Yeah.
voting Arctic Monkeys all
it's
the way
Bowie.
up to where it was.
Top. He was in the top 8.
But
Bowie,
I'm sad
baby.
he didn't put Black Star.
I like The Next Day a little bit more. Like the more I've listened to him, Black Star is definitely solid.
I feel
But
like just,
I kind of wanted not a depressing album for a moment.
Just a Valentine's Day
right,
kind
that's
of guy.
fair.
Yeah. I do really like Black Star, but it's just like,
It's like his death album. Like,
yeah,
He predicted his death in that album.
there was that, and
Great
then
album.
the EP afterwards, No Plan, I really enjoy. I just enjoy No Plan in general. But that's like only 4 songs that could have probably been fit into Black Star, so whatever.
I guess that's it. Shout outs to Nick Cole for picking the best album of all time.
I'm not shouting out Nick Cole.
You don't have to. I already did it.
Okay.
Nick
GG's
Cole knows
Nick,
what-
GG's everybody in the
Yeah.
bracket.
You don't have to congratulate him. He already won. But the real winner is Currents by Tame
we want-
Impala. Do we
True.
want?
Do we want to say what we picked in this call for our songs?
Sure, if you guys are down
Sure,
with
yeah.
that. I gotta remember. I know one of the things I picked. Oh, okay, I remember. I did Discovery, and I did Invitation to Hers. Those were
Okay.
mine.
That should have
Makes
made it
sense.
farther.
But it was up against Rumors, so that's kind of a tough one.
It's so good though. Slow jams.
is.
Rumors, I see.
I've never heard Rumors, but
But you've definitely heard a song.
oh yeah,
we've heard
there's
some of the song.
in like half of the movies I've seen. There's a song from Rumors.
Like The Chain, bro.
Yeah.
Dreams.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Thaddeus, what did you put?
Well, I already said this before, but my beef with Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye, and I put OK Computer, Radiohead, which I'm kind of sad it lost to, but it's alright. And the Smiths, The Queen is Dead.
The Queen is dead. Lost to Billy Joel. That's a crime. That's a crime.
Yeah, I was kind of sad about that. But
Which Billy Joel
River
album?
of Dreams.
Oh yeah.
I think The Queen is
Yeah,
Dead is better than The River of Dreams after I listened to them.
Dan, you did Oscar Peterson and
Yeah, I put Oscar Peterson Trio +1, Food, and The Stranger.
The Stranger.
I love The Stranger.
Bro. Who's next? James.
I did the Pink Floyds.
You did all the Pink Floyds.
Pretty easy, yeah. I did.
That big.
I just I don't listen to a lot of artists that have like good through and through albums, but I like those three a lot. Yeah.
One of the most acclaimed artists. Matt.
Monkeys, naturally. I also put Mind the Moon by Milky Chance, which didn't see the light of day. Of course, should have expected that. And then Foster the People.
Oh.
I forget the name of it actually.
Torches was the name, right?
Torches, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's honestly a really good album that I didn't know about until recently.
Yeah, I was listening to that on a car ride. That's another one of those albums that has like hits in it that I didn't recognize until I heard it. Like everyone knows Pumped Up Kicks,
yeah.
but there's other ones in there too. Jace.
I had the Tron Legacy soundtrack. The Next Day, and Return to Wherever, I think were my three. Which Return to Wherever died out immediately.
Destroyed by Billy
Forget what
Joel.
that- Destroyed by the Stranger. Of course it did. Of course my enemy Billy
Hell
Joel
yeah.
came through.
Return to Wherever is really good though.
It is.
I really like Twerp's sound.
That's I think an album that I can go back and just listen to over and over. I can put that on repeat.
Oh, that was the one that lost? Yeah. Wait, did that lose to The Stranger?
Yeah.
Yeah. The instrumental tracks on that album really surprised me. I was really into them.
Yeah, they're really good. There's one, I think it's like, oh god, it sounds like Mario Kart. I can never remember the name of it, but it's like the fifth or sixth track on it. But it's just like it's just really good. I think all of it is really solid.
Andrew.
I had where is it? Ye, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and Eternal Take, I think.
And
My
Eternal
theory.
Take.
Those are like the only three albums like I've like really listened to a lot all the way through.
Wait,
So I felt it was.
but I
kinda
picked
fair.
My
I
Beautiful
put
Dark
the-
Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah, you both did.
Well, I put it too.
Oh,
You know what they say, Thaddeus. You know, great minds think alike. So
that's true.
You know, interesting fact.
Somebody.
Nick also put the Foster the People album as one of his picks.
How about that?
Torches.
So interesting. I have no clue what
Yeah.
kind of music Nick listens
See,
to.
there's a
Really
reason
all
for
over.
that,
Strange.
and I could explain
got
it,
no
but I don't
clue.
want to have to. So
Okay, all right. Leave us in the dark.
Say it like that.
He's being
'cause
ominous.
I have to go
Very-
soon, so I don't want to
very
have to start.
mysterious.
I know
Right.
you're referencing it, just like in a weird way. So,
Spooky.
Mostly because I have to go soon, and I don't want to have to start a story. So that is, if you want to explain it, you can. Man.
I'm alright.
Yeah, good now.
Is
we'll
this
keep it in
stream
the dark then.
friendly?
Nick's musical taste is just all over the place. That's all we need to know.
That's very
yeah.
interesting.
Tomas.
I'm trying to find any sort of receipt, but I don't think I put anything on there because I listen to the same music I've listened to since I was 12.
I think
And
everyone
don't know
does.
any new albums. I know, but like I grew up listening to country music, so it wouldn't have mattered, you know?
Would have lost immediately.
Exactly. So like it wasn't even worth like finding it, like looking for an album and
Yeah,
going
that's
for-
facts.
finding the name. I was like, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna see what people
It's
put.
not worth your time.
Exactly. I know my place. Don't worry.
There you go.
Good.
As long, for me, if it was put against, I wouldn't have known it was a country album. So if it was just put against something that the album cover looks stupid, I would have voted for it.
See, like every country album looks the same. It's like some white dude in a hat.
Okay. That would have been painfully
There's
obvious.
no
Yeah,
no
they're all
creativity in any
cowboys.
sort.
Nice.
Yeah.
The leather boots and whatnot.
Boy gang.
Okay.
All right, I got a jet, but that was good.
Thanks for
Wait,
coming,
wait,
Matt.
glad
what'd you
to see
say?
the
I got a
results.
jet?
I got a jet.
That's pretty good.
Got a
I'm gonna
jet.
use that. I got a jet.
You haven't heard someone say that?
No, that's good. That's good.
I've heard that in, like a movie before. Or something.
Well,
Sounds like some cartoon character
the-
catchphase or something.
Well,
Jimmy
all right,
Neutron said
I
it's
got
not a blast
to
thing.
roll out.
okay.
Right.
Get the fuck out of
Goodbye,
here.
Matt.
See ya.
Hey, Matt.
Bye.
Bye. All right, with Matt
Jimmy
gone,
Neutron's catchphase was got a blast. That's who
got a
that was.
blast.
Got a blast.
Rain
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Rain blast.
I thought you were talking about the Jimmy Neutron soundtrack, and I was gonna be like, "Damn, that would have been a good pick." That's
That
got
would've
the
been
Jonas
good.
Brothers on it.
Should put like the
Yeah.
SpongeBob movie soundtrack or something.
Yeah. Ocean
Oh,
Man.
dude, SpongeBob the
Yeah.
Ocean
musical
Man. Yeah.
would have run the board.
Ocean Man.
Damn right.
Fat.
We're old.
I don't know if there's actually anything off of the
Oh,
SpongeBob
shit.
movie album that I like other than Ocean Man. Like,
I-
there's no good original stuff that shows up on it. I don't
Come
think.
on,
like Goofy
Jace.
Goober.
What are you ruining our fun for?
What the hell is your problem?
What do you like Under My Rock?
I don't even know what that is.
It's the
Is that
it's
the
the
first
song that
song?
Patrick does on it. It's called Under My Rock.
That's
It's
a
Under My Rock.
stupid name.
Under my rock.
really bad.
I'm gonna
Oh,
be the
sounds
next
great.
manager. I don't remember the songs. I remember Ocean Man, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know the other songs.
The Goofy Goober Rock.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
that is a classic.
Goober.
Which
like
is just
that
a
one
Then they
parody.
have like
Yeah.
original stuff. They have the one from the bar. I know that.
Yeah.
When they get drunk on ice cream.
Yeah, for sure.
They're shit faced.
Yeah, crazy night.
So, for next year, I have no idea what we're gonna do, but I'll figure it out.
Series.
Series?
Oh, TV shows would be
TV
cool.
shows.
TV show. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have.
TV
shows
shows
would
would
be
be a fun
I
one.
can already feel myself
shows.
just crying and being annoyed. It
I'm
doesn't matter what
put-
it is.
I'll put Game of Thrones 3 times.
Oh my god.
That is, Game of Thrones, the only argument against it would just be the last season. So people probably vote against it just because that.
I mean, that's enough just because they ended it shitty. So
Yeah, that's true.
I was just sitting down to start watching Game of Thrones, and then they ended it. And all my friends were like, "Don't even." I was like, "Okay."
I watched
They're
the
like,
entire,
they're like,
like,
"It's not worth going through the whole thing."
Bro,
The
I
first 4
watched the
seasons are
whole
worth it.
fucking show like a month before the last season came out. That was the biggest waste of time of my life. I could have been doing literally anything for a whole month. I watched the whole fucking show, and then the season came out. I was like, oh, okay, this is the biggest waste of time of my entire life. I just wasted like 2 months of my life.
That's why my friends were like, "Don't even." It's such a waste. You're gonna be so upset with yourself.
Yeah.
I'd
mean,
say quit after the 4th season.
I would go back and watch the first few seasons again because it was good.
Yeah, the
The,
first
the
couple
first
seasons
like
are
half
good.
of the show was really good. I mean, I would argue every season up to the last one was very solid.
Yeah. But
So-
I'd definitely say it like drops in quality. That's
Yeah.
like at around like 6 or 7,
I would agree with that.
and then
Just
like
make
8
your own
was like
canon
a complete
ending.
miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stop at 7, make your own canon for the ending.
It's kind of
Pretty
what I've
much.
done with Star Wars.
Facts. Yeah, I don't count the last 3 as canon.
Yeah, the last 3 were just somebody's fever dream.
Yeah, they're not canon.
Yeah, no, they can have that.
I guess we'll do series then. Should we include anime?
It's a show. So I
Anime
think
is
so.
a show.
I don't know.
All the weebs in
I don't know.
chat.
See-
If somebody puts One Piece, are we gonna have to watch all 800 episodes to prepare?
Fuck no.
I feel like just the first episode's good enough for a show.
I'm not preparing at all for anything. I didn't prepare for an album. I'm not preparing for a show. Album was way easier than preparing for a show.
Yeah.
Doing shows.
But no,
Sounds
I have
funny
ideas of
because you'll
shows
get-
that I want to pick, but I
I'm just gonna vote based on my own pre-opinions that I've made on the show based on the fan base. So
Okay.
unless I've already seen the show.
Yeah, I feel like with anime, like off the top of my head, like JoJo's, I don't think would get very far.
Really?
I feel like it would.
There's actually a lot of
I
people
think it
that
would
like
get
I
far.
feel
JoJo's
well,
in
yeah,
their group.
sure. We don't actually.
I think it
talk
would
about
get far.
them to the thing. I feel like
Honestly, I feel like JoJo. I feel like JoJo could win if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It just
Like,
depends who's in the
me-
final voting group.
Yeah, like me, Dan Dome, Dan
A lot of
Labs,
people watch it, yeah.
You, Joe.
I mean, depending on
probably
what it's
Corey
up
Tyler.
against, I might be like, hey, maybe
Yeah.
we don't vote for JoJo.
It just
A
depends
lot
what
of
it's up
people
against.
watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, if,
It
if
could-
you're
it
going
could
by
make
the
Final
fan
Four
base
100%.
rule, it's not going to make it very far.
Yeah, the fan
Yeah.
base is definitely
Like if
tank
if I
that.
say Friends, I'm not voting for Friends. All right, like
Yeah.
I'm being
Yeah.
honest here.
Oh yeah.
No,
I'm
there's
not
no way
voting for
Friends.
that.
If Friends is in there, it would not make it out of the first round. I don't think.
New
Pretty
girl.
good.
The
Who
Office
produced
or
it?
Friends?
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, Big Bang
Glee.
Theory. I'm not voting for.
Those will be my 3
Um,
picks. Is the
Friends
Big
I'm
Bang
not voting
Theory,
for.
The Office, and Friends.
Would you vote for The Office?
Yeah, I love The Office.
I would probably vote for The Office.
I mean, obviously
I
it
think The
depends.
Office could be easily beaten, and for me,
I definitely voted the first couple times, but
It depends what it's up against. Obviously, it's not something
Yeah.
I would vote for it. It just depends what it's up against.
Yeah.
Well,
you
I
could
guess-
also just trim it to like cartoons, to like. But it would be funny to see like
I want, like,
Grey's
SpongeBob.
Anatomy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be funny to see like Grey's Anatomy against like Rugrats if we just did TV shows in general.
SpongeBob against Breaking Bad or something.
Yeah,
hell yeah,
Nice.
that'd be funny.
That'd be
well, I
an
guess
excellent
How would we even debate that in Final Four?
that's the whole
The
point.
artistic integrity of both shows.
I
That's
mean,
how we
Rugrats
just
has talking
debated the
babies and Grey's
albums.
Anatomy doesn't.
Facts, James. Facts. And
That's
the
true.
dog, and they have Spike,
Yeah,
the Pickles brothers.
Yeah, so it sounds
The
like it
little-
wouldn't even really be a debate.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
All
the
you have to
youngest-
say is
the youngest
Reptar,
Pickles
and it
Grey's
is-
Anatomy is just like 50 seasons about doctors having sex. I'm not voting for Grey's Anatomy. So
No.
absolutely not.
No, this
I could
this,
watch
we
this.
limit it?
this call is definitely not the demographics of Grey's Anatomy. is.
Good.
Yeah, no.
Nursing.
Should we
majors.
limit it to a decade of shows or over just shows all shows overall?
I mean, what's really the point of
Oh.
that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like it could just be
Just
anything.
throwing that out there.
just
What does
any
that really?
series.
That doesn't really change anything.
All right, if we're doing a decade, then we'll just do Rugrats versus Friends instead.
That would be finals.
That's it. Well, I guess we know what we're doing next year, but that'll be then. Right now, we have Currents as the best album of all time, trademark, copyright, registered, whatever. But that'll be it for tonight. Thanks everyone for showing up and giving your opinions or just voting blindly. Both are appreciated. And yeah, we'll see you sometime next month probably. But for now that'll be it. So thank you for watching. I guess follow or whatever who if you really want to. And yeah. Thanks
Do
for
it!
coming. Yeah.
Follow this
Okay.
man.
Oh my. He said it. He's threatening. All right. Peace out, everyone. Bye.